Alright, so we got tons of new Roblox ASIMs to talk about because on my Discord server, WereHogDX's Realm, I did put up whatever best ASIMs you guys have, show me, and I will talk about them. So this is the first part of many where we will be talking about a lot of these ASIMs that you guys have given me. So please like, share, subscribe, comment down below what do you think, everybody. We are trying to reach 30,000 subscribers very soon. When we do reach the set goal, we will be doing the next giveaway. And please join WereHogDX's Realm. All these games that we got over here, they were shown off in the application zone for ASIM Creator on WereHogDX's Realm. So please join up, everybody. Please support the channel. We do have a lot of plans up and coming soon for this channel and to expand it in many ways possible, because I did drop this first line of merch on Roblox. It's a WereHogDX cape, and I did make this myself. I will be trying to make a lot more UGCs very soon, whether if they're channel merch or if there's something related to Sonic.exe or Sonic the Hedgehog as a total. So we will be expanding so much more when it comes to Roblox, where I will be making a lot of content in that very soon. So please support up by getting the WereHogDX cape. And now let's get into it. So the first game is a game that I did talk about for so long in this channel. Technically, you could say I've been talking about this ever since February, and that is Severed Fates. So the way how I'm saying because ever since then is because originally this game was revamped Memories, but it got changed into Severed Fates. Those of you who know do know this game. It's an amazing up-and-coming Sonic.exe horror ASIM on Roblox by the owner, Lightwisp, who's a good friend of mine, and this game has progressed so much throughout time. I have done a Q&A for Severed Fates before. I have done one for Revamped Memories in the past. But those of you who don't know Severed Fates and new Revamped Memories, there's a lot that's different. Roster did change, and many other things, renders, stages, so many things changed of the game's plan. But some things could have stayed, I don't know. But when it comes to the main stuff that you're seeing, that is basically all changed. It is nowhere near what Revamped Memories was. This just evolved into something so much bigger. And we do know that there's a lot that this game has, and a lot new that was revealed from the last time that I've spoken about this game. And we did get this one new character reveal. I won't say if it's EXE or Survivor just yet, but this was a new character reveal that they dropped on the official Severed Fates YouTube channel, and they actually have this one very interesting title, and when you decipher it, it says "My Next Victim." So please take a look. And the reveal is End. End is going to be a survivor in Severed Fates. That is honestly really cool. Even we have the official render over here of End. It looks honestly awesome. And I'm really excited. This is a really cool pick for a survivor. But that's not all. Not only do we have a character reveal, we have these two photos of Metal Sonic in-game, which honestly looks awesome. It really shows the good visuals and graphics of Severed Fates. And we also have one very interesting thing. So we have an in-game clip of Crimson X in Act 9, the map. So please take a look, everybody. And that honestly looked really awesome. Act 9 finally being in one of these major Sonic.exe ASOMs that are up and coming is honestly amazing. Everybody knows it was cancelled for Outcome Memories because the whole game, of course, did get that whole cancellation and everything. So we never actually got to see a light of day for Act 9 for one of these major projects. And Severed Fates, we got a proper look of Act 9. And next up, we do know that Dark Sonic will be in Severed Fates. So that's honestly really awesome. And another really cool thing that I did want to read that is such a crazy thing for Severed Fates, which is why it's one of my personal favorites for when it comes to these upcoming ASOMs. And that's right over here. Lightwisp says, right after the whole Metal Sonic look that we got in game, is that fun fact about Severed Fates as a whole. Each map has its own art style. While normally the characters aren't affected, Act 9 has a separate lighting system that overlays over the existing characters, making them appear unique in that map specifically. You could see in an in-game example right over here, and that's where, of course, the Metal Sonic photos that we got in-game, you could see the difference. And one more thing for Severed Fates, so Lightwisp did do an announcement saying we're looking for some specific roles for Severed Fates development right now. If you're experienced in rig creation, VFX, coding/scripting, editing, map making, not a priority, but would be pretty neat to see, then we'd love if you considered working for us. You'll find the signups here. And by the way, you want to sign up, you want to join, if you could do any of these things, then go ahead and join Severed Fates Discord. The link is down below. But the next upcoming game is Mask. So the owner of Mask is Tetsumiya, who is actually a head curator in Werehog DX's Realm, our Discord server, who actually did help giving me a list of many of these ASOMs that people want me to talk about in videos. And Masked is this really cool ASOM that Tetsumiya did make. It is actually playable on Roblox. And basically the description of this game is that Masked is an asymmetrical survival and murder mystery party game where every round you won't know who the killer is until it's too late. Masked also doubles as a crossover hell game that features or will feature a variety of alternative media and pop culture references such as Undertale and Deltarune respectively, Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic.exe, Vocaloid, Fundamental Paper Education, Five Nights at Freddy's, and Murder Drones. And one more thing to be aware of with Mask is that the game is class-based rather than character-based, so you do not play the characters themselves, more so their representations within the game. For example, you don't actually play the character like killer, whether it be like, in my example, it would be like you're not actually playing 2011X or something, but you're playing as a killer class known as Real Knife, or just whatever fits the character then, right? You do not play as Tails, you play as the Sheriff Pass known as Arm Cannon. And one last important piece of information, the game is public right now and has been public for a very long time. Those interested do not have to wait to see more from this game. So the game's link is down below, as well as the Discord server of Mask, and you guys will really love this game. We do actually have a promotional video for Masked, so please take a look, everybody. The next game is Sonic and the Crimson Sun. So this game is another Sonic asymmetrical horror game on Roblox, and it is playable on Roblox right now. I am actually showing off some gameplay right over here, which the game is in an early build, so they're adding a lot very soon, and the game's really cool. So far we do know that the first version of the game is actually technically not out, but when that does come out, we do know that 2011X would be in. So far, the executioner that you're seeing that I'm playing is 2015X, which is a very interesting character, and it's really cool, and the game actually did feel really fun to play. I definitely know that this game could come a long way, and it's really cool. The game feels amazing. You guys could play it for yourselves right now. It's really awesome. And for these games, one thing I will note down is that, of course, not everything is final. And that just shows that those of you who do have any skill for any sort of development, please go ahead and check out these games' Discord servers. Sonic and the Crimson Sun's Discord server and the Roblox game link is down below, and you guys could check it out. It's a really awesome game, and I highly recommend you should play a few matches of it. It's really awesome. Now, the last game is actually one that I have been hearing for quite a bit in the Discord server, that this is probably the name that I did hear the most in my Discord server, and that is Hell on Mobius, another upcoming Sonic.exe horror ASIM, which is honestly really cool because this game kind of takes a bit of a different turn for quite a bit of things that you expect to be some sort of variant or something very minor in the other ASIMs. Well, those things are one of the main staples for this game, and that is starting with the fact that you have Nazo in this game. And don't be fooled, Nazo does have cell shading. That is actually Nazo's render, which kind of makes sense from my idea. It's obvious because Nazo Unleashed is basically like a Dragon Ball anime style video and like series on YouTube. So it makes a lot of sense to have Nazo cell shaded. And one really cool thing about Nazo is that Nazo has all three forms: Nazo, Chaos Nazo, and Perfect Nazo, which you could evolve between them throughout the match, which is really cool. And if you ask me, Nazo is one of the coolest, if not the best and coolest Sonic fan-made character, probably better than Sonic.exe in my opinion. Nazo is the best fan character that was made in the Sonic community, and having Nazo actually be his own character for once in these ASIMs is honestly really awesome. And how saying that this game has really cool picks, just how Nazo was, is one other crazy pick which I really loved, and that's Extra Life. Extra Life is in Hell on Mobius, and you can see the renders over here. Extra Life looks really cool, and it's really cool that this character is getting a bit more recognition. Because those of you who don't know, Extra Life was in the comics for Sonic the Hedgehog, which the creation date of Extra Life is 1993. And the next character is Crimson X, which you can see the renders of Crimson X over here, which honestly look really awesome. You can never really go wrong with Crimson X. Crimson X is always the character that will have very similar looks in all these games. And the next character, which not really character, it's kind of like, how are you supposed to say, I guess just another form. It really is just another form of Crimson X, which is known as Mono X, which you could see the renders over here. This looks really awesome. This is another form that Crimson X will have in Hell on Mobius, as well as you have the Cream render, you have the Amy render, alongside you have Metal Sonic's renders, which honestly look really awesome, and alongside you have Eggman's render, and one more photo of Chaos Nazo, which honestly looks really cool. Yet again, I can't get over how good the cell shading looks. Like, it kind of reminds me of Jet Set Radio or Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Like, it looks really cool. And the creator and owner of Hell on Mobius is Schnoz, so big credits to them. Yet again, like I said before, whoever is good in development for many of these things, go ahead and reach out to these creators. Hellon Mobius's Discord server is down below. You guys could go check it out. If you want to work on these games, go ahead, join. And it's really cool. These upcoming ASIMs are really awesome. And that's basically it for today, everybody. Please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. What do you think? We are trying to reach 30,000 subscribers very soon. When we do reach the set goal, we will be doing the next giveaway, but we will be doing so many more giveaways on Werehog DX's realm. So make sure to go join up. And of course, you want to support the channel more, support more of evolving the future of this channel. Go ahead and get the Werehog DX cape on Roblox. We will be doing a lot more creations in the future in Roblox, a lot. And if anybody wants to help and know what we're planning very soon, then please go ahead and join Werehog DX's realm and give me a message if you would like to help and join. But until next time, everybody, see y'all.